Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is ARDILLA ANUAR and I'm going to share a little bit about my book entitled The Lost Adventure of Oyen the Fluffy Cat. So just a brief summary of this book. The story is about Oyen, the ginger cat, okay, who got lost in the woods after following a dandelion. So he embarks to a new journey in finding his way back home. So, want to know whether he gets home safely or not? You have to read it by yourself, as I also provide an ebook version of this physical book. Right. So without further ado, let me explain the process on how did I make this book. First things first, brainstorming. Okay. What's your book about? I ask myself, why am I writing this? Who is this for? And what do I want my readers to feel or learn? So when I have decided all of the purpose of um, this book, I plan the story to cater the age of my audience, which is standard one pupils. So next, I write the story. I make the story as simple as it can, and I also use short sentences. So this is to ensure that my pupils will able to read and understand the story. I avoid complicated words so that it would make it easier to understand. After that, I started the designing process. I use Canva for my book as it is easy to use, and I also created the illustration using it. So bear in mind, I'm not a professional in using Canva, so I tried my best in editing the pictures and try to make it as lively as possible. Okay. Right. Moving on, while doing the book, I realized that I still have time to make the book more fun. So I decided to make a simple pop-up book. In order to make one, I prepared some materials, but I use mostly scrap papers and recyclable things. So after that, I cut and assemble the pages, including the pop-ups and the sliders. Okay, as you can see here, the sliders here. Okay, so there is a pull tab here, so you can slide the illustration here. Okay, so when I finish the book, I bind this book using double-sided tape, and I just add some finishing touches here and there. Okay, right. So this is some pictures when I started my designing process. As you can see here, I use Canva, and there are three different illustrations as I make mistakes here and there. So I ended up making more and more books. So for my end product, of course, I chose the best among all of the prototypes that I made. Okay, so I also included one pop-ups there. Okay, so that is the uh, background of my illustration of the book. Okay, right. So this is the materials for my book. I use box for the cover to make it sturdier, and for the pages, I actually used some old drawing blocks stored under my bed. So I'm pretty sure this drawing block were bought when I was in form three. So yeah, I didn't spend much for this book. However, there was some hiccups too while making this book, as I accidentally made some grammar mistake in my story. So I ended up redoing it all over again. So this is my first prototype. Okay, so this is actually my first prototype. This is my failed prototype. Okay, so I had to redo all of this book again just because I accidentally use wrong grammar usage. Okay, right. So next, this is the features of my book. Right, the first feature of my book is unique design and layout. So I think my design is quite creative, or at least I tried. to make it as creative as I can. Okay, so I use pictures and vibrant colors so that it can attract the pupils. The second feature is personalization. So I personally chose the name Oyen, the orange cat, for my major character just because I own one at home and he is very naughty. So I got inspired by my own cat actually. So shout out to my cat. Thank you, Oyen, for helping me. Alright, so the third feature is craftsmanship and attention to detail. So I make some pop-ups and sliders in my book. So I think I put a lot of attention for the details of this book. It also gives an authentic look as a handmade storybook. And fourth feature is sustainability. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, I use box and scrap papers to make my book. Okay, moving on to the next slides, I included some pictures for this part, okay, which is the suitability for students level. So this book was used in my standard 1 class. The sentences used in the book is simple and the kids could read it, okay. Most of my pupils also have a short time attention span, so that is why I decided to add pop up to my books and sliders. It is very suitable for early education and may be used for kindergarten children up to standard 3 pupils. So the feedbacks that I received from my pupils was the book is very pretty and well decorated and they really love to play with the sliders. Okay. So they keep playing with the sliders. Okay. So yeah. Can you see that? They really love to pull up the tab. Okay. Right. Next, I am going to talk about the benefits of this book. So, firstly, it is to enhance literacy and language skills. So, pupils can learn new vocabularies from this book, such as the usage of simple adjectives like fluffy, friendly, sleepy, and many more. Secondly, it can foster emotional and social development. Handmade storybooks provide a sense of relatable, so pupils can relate the simple story to their everyday life. As we know, an Oyen cat is known for its naughtiness and mischievous, so the pupils can totally relate it with their life. Thirdly, boost engagement and motivation. So this book promotes interactive learning as it includes interactive elements such as pop-ups and sliders, making them more engaging for pupils, especially younger ones. And lastly, it supports diverse learning styles. Okay. Handmade books with custom illustrations are great for visual learners who benefit from images, colors, and designs that reinforce the text. So these are some of the benefits that I could say for now. Right. Okay, from the book, we also can teach about moral value to our pupils. So the first one is perseverance and determination. So Oyen teaches us to never give up even when things seem difficult for or uncertain. Oyen may face various challenges and obstacles on its journey, but it keeps trying to find its way home. So this teaches the value of persistence and not giving up when faced with adversity. Secondly, courage and bravery. So it teaches pupils to be brave and face your fears, even when the path ahead is unknown or intimidating. So from the story, the lost cat, possibly in unfamiliar territory, shows courage as it navigates as its way back home, reminding us that courage is important when facing new or difficult situations. Thirdly, the importance of home and family. So home is where love and comfort are found. So it teaches us that family is important. The story highlights the cat's longing to return home, which symbolizes the importance of family, safety, and the comfort that home provides. And lastly, helping others in need can make a difference. Along the journey, the cat encountered other animals, so it could show kindness and help others, teaching that offering help and support to those in need is an important value. All right. So with that, I finish my presentation. So do you have any question? Yes. All right. Okay.
Okay, hi. I have three questions to ask you.
Okay.
My first question is, what is the biggest challenges of making this book? Second question, do you think your book has any flaws? And my last question is, do you enjoy the process of making this book? Thank you.
Great. Okay, thank you for the question. My biggest challenges in making this book is the error when making the storyline. So I kept making mistakes such as the pronouns, unsuitable grammar, and also I tend to use complicated words in my book. So as you can see here, I am teaching the Orang Asli kids. Their level of knowledge in language is very low, as English is actually their fourth language. So I make the words as simple as I can, right? So for the second question, of course, my book has flaws. Not everything in this world is perfect. So since I am using scraps, including even this plastic cover, okay, um, I got this from my school. So it was actually an old plastic that were used to cover the table. It is quite smudged here and there. Okay. And for the last question, yes, I totally enjoyed the process of making this book. I think this assignment is different than any other assignments that we only required us to do an essay. So I really enjoy in the process of making this book. Okay, so that is all from me. Thank you so much. Bye bye.